had to faint. It smells like chocolate. I know they're probably like, dude, why you? It's not very appetizing. It smells like, but I don't know. It smells like, like, I don't know. Hey, launchers! Guess what? I'm back! I'm so excited. I know some of you are probably wondering, what the heck happened to this channel? Hopefully you guys haven't written me off. I don't blame you if you have. If you guys have wondering why I haven't been around, go ahead and check my previous video where I actually talked a little bit about that. It's been a little bit of there was some stuff going on. I couldn't get access to the space, and so I couldn't film for a while, but that has been taken care of and I'm back. So yes, I'm very excited. And in case you guys are wondering, yes, I know this video is coming out after Halloween, but I love Halloween. That's my favorite particular holiday outside of Christmas. And I still am going to do a Halloween video no matter what. Even though Halloween was last Saturday, you're still gonna get a Halloween video from me. So, welcome launchers, welcome back to my channel here at The Launch Crew, and this is yet another episode of what I like to call the Launch Pad, where we talk about anything, everything that's space related, right? Because it's actually been Halloween, and because of Halloween tradition and the fact that we eat lots of food, including candy, that's pretty much the most iconic thing here for Halloween, right? I actually kind of want to do a little bit of a take on that, on something that is actually space related. One of the things that I've always wanted to try ever since I was a little kid, so just to kind of give you a little bit of a backstory, I was actually born overseas, but I actually grew up on the East Coast in the Washington, D.C. area. So for those of you who have actually lived in D.C. or actually have visited D.C., you know that outside of being our nation's capital, D.C. has a lot of cultural monuments, statues, and museums. One of my favorite museums was the Air and Space Museum, hands down. I loved going there all the time. Hence the reason probably why I have this channel, because I'm a big, huge space geek and I love to talk about space all the time. So one of the things I never got a chance to do though is that at the end of these trips, we would actually get a chance to kind of go around and actually take a look at the gift shop, right? There was something called, you ready? Astronaut Ice Cream. Astronaut Ice Cream. Astronaut Ice Cream was actually something that all of my, I guess, fellow classmates had tried, and I never really got a chance to eat them myself. I don't know why. I would always see it, and I think for me, I never really carried any money with me, or my parents never gave me any kind of allowance to actually buy anything. I just kind of browsed the gift shop area, and that was it, and then I went home. And I was like, man, I really wanted to try some freeze-dried ice cream, so I figured in the spirit of taste testing, even though technically ice cream is not really candy, we're gonna make it, we're gonna make do. Actually got a chance to buy this off of the internet, and there's actually 3 different flavors. It came in a pack. The first one is vanilla, which is the traditional, I guess, ice cream sandwich flavor that you may have gotten, the chocolate and the vanilla. And then the other one is the Neapolitan one, which of course, those of you who know about Neapolitan, it's actually the chocolate, the vanilla, and the strawberry mixed in together, separately of course. Third one is the mint chocolate chip, which I would have to say, I have to tell you right off the bat, I'm not a big fan of mint chocolate chips, so I might be a little biased when I eat this one, but I'm going to do it anyways for you guys. So let's get started. Before I actually taste those flavors, I actually did a little bit of research, and this is something I've always had a question about, is whether or not the astronaut ice cream, is that something that the astronauts actually ate? Is that something that they took up to space when they actually went on these manned missions? Unfortunately, sad news, the astronaut ice cream that you can find in the stores, they're not real. Interestingly enough though, I think it was meant to be taken on these missions in general. In fact, I'm reading here that it was actually originally developed by a company called Whirlpool under contract to NASA for the Apollo missions. So any records showing that it was actually went to space are really scarce, if you can find any of those details at all. Now, there are some news reports that actually claim that in 1968 Apollo 7 mission had some vanilla ice cream on board. I believe Cunningham is his name, is the only astronaut on that flight who is still alive today. So when someone actually had the chance to ask Cunningham a little bit later and said, hey, did you ever eat stuff like ice cream, dehydrated ice cream when you actually went out into space? He unfortunately denied it and said, no, unfortunately, I didn't have any of that stuff. It would have been nice though to actually have that. I believe they had stuff like chocolate pudding and other kinds of food, but nothing in terms of ice cream. The actual texture of the dehydrated anything versus just being dehydrated ice cream, it's crumbly. So if you took it out in space, a lot of that dust, that even if you break it, it would actually probably get into a lot of the equipment. It's hard to clean up. It's hard to really gather if you don't have any gravity and it's just floating around. So I can imagine those pieces are probably not something that NASA would want floating around in their space capsules. All right, so I'm actually gonna try the very first one, which is called vanilla, which, like I said, is just a plain vanilla ice cream that has been freeze dried. Interesting, it says space food, vanilla ice cream between chocolate wafers. Interesting, so let's take a look. Let's open it up. All right, so it's definitely crumbly. It's in this little thing and it's already falling out. I don't know if you guys can see that. Ooh, yeah. It's already coming off. But I guess I can just take this one little piece here, which I don't know if you can see it. Wish me luck. It's good. I would say it's good. My initial reaction is, oh, it's crumbs. My initial reaction is, it's very faint. If anything, this kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know why, it reminds me of animal crackers. Like, it doesn't really taste much like ice cream to me. Yeah. I have a little bit, I can taste a little bit of the chocolate, but it's definitely very chalky, crumbly. It's just a solid piece of supposed ice cream. But I mean, it's good. I mean, for what it is, I would definitely eat the whole thing if I wanted to. This compared to actually eating ice cream, I would rather eat the ice cream, but you know. All right, so I'm actually gonna try the Neapolitan one next. Also in a paper wrapper. Oh, this one isn't as broken up. So I might be able to take the whole thing out and kind of show you guys. Do you guys see it? That wafer. So yeah, let's, I guess I'm just gonna eat part of the bite, so let's see. That one I could taste the chocolate because of the chocolate part. I was definitely chocolatey, but still, you know, like I said, it's very chalky. It does have an interesting aftertaste, but it just reminds me of, I don't know, I keep thinking of animal crackers or flavor animal crackers, the strawberry part. I don't, that, yeah, no, that part I didn't like. Oh, hell no! The strawberry, you can kind of tell, I mean, if you, it's definitely artificial flavored, just like ice cream, but because it doesn't have that moist, it's very, very dense, but not in a creamy, dairy type of way. It's very, very, very chalky, so. Yeah, these type of things is definitely probably something kids would enjoy just for the novelty sake of it. Just saying, hey, I can eat like dehydrated ice cream. This is cool. I'm just like the astronauts. All right, and last but not least, I'm gonna eat the mint chocolate chip, which I'm not a big fan of, like I said earlier, but you know what? I'm gonna try it anyways. Definitely a bright green lime color. I should have smelled these earlier, but it doesn't really smell like anything. That's a faint. It smells like chocolate. I know they're probably like, dude, why you? It's not very appetizing. It smells like, but I don't know. It smells like, like, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna take a piece. Here it goes. That's interesting. Whoa. Once again, same thing. Very, very chalky type of texture, crumbly. I don't know if I would necessarily taste mint. It has this kind of like effervescent flavor that you would think mint would represent. And I don't even really taste the chocolate. And I can't decide if that's a good or bad thing. It's hard for me to, to say. For those of you who are actually big chocolate chip mint fans, might want to try this just for the fact that you guys can compare more than I can, because like I said, I'm not a big chocolate chip mint fan, so anything of that nature, I'm like, but does it taste like chocolate chip? Mint. Kinda, sorta. So there you have it, guys. That's my opinion. If I were to rate these 3 flavors, I would actually say obviously my favorite is the traditional vanilla with the chocolate wafer. I eat those chocolate sandwiches all the time, so that's always gonna be the top. The next one would of course be the Neapolitan one, and the third one would be the chocolate mint chip, just by default. Overall though, would I eat these on a regular basis or even on special occasions? Probably not. It was a cool idea to just try it, but I think now that I'm much older, I would just rather just eat ice cream. If I really wanted a chocolate sandwich ice cream, I would just go to the store and buy one. Was I missing out? I don't know. That's an interesting question. I like I said, I haven't had these. Plus I believe that sometimes some people's taste buds, mine may be included, that they actually change over time, so they may have tasted different when I was younger. Who knows? I never got a chance to eat them, like I said. All right, guys, so that was the Astronaut Ice Cream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you guys enjoyed me taste testing that for you guys. If any of you guys out there have had Astronaut Ice Cream before, let me know, comment down below. And for those of you who are new here and this is your very first video, thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully it was great. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you don't miss any of our uploads, because like I said, I'm gonna be uploading probably twice a week now, just to kind of catch up so that you guys aren't feeling like I have abandoned you. Because it feels like I've abandoned me. Shoot. And if you guys don't mind, go ahead and hit that like button and comment below. It really helps me a lot. Let me know what other things you guys might want me to try or talk about, or topics we should bring up in the future videos. And I guess this is Chani, like always, from the Launch Crew, signing out.